welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm going to do, I can't call it a monochrome pink look, but I am going to be using my Aurora Lights palette. This is one of the very first palettes I got from Ulta, actually. I ordered this from the States. I live in Canada. And these are the colors that we're working with. Like, aren't they absolutely beautiful? They're brilliant. I'm looking at this one here, but I can't remember if this is more like a topper. I usually use this one. They're kind of like rounded in the pans, and this one's like flat. It's almost indented. And I've also got my eye on these three down here. This one's calling my name, so I'm just going to see. That one's actually called Magical, so it's kind of one that I have my eye on, but I also really like the shade Vibrant. So I kind of mix the colors. I love all three of those pink purple shades, but I'm going to use that, and then we're going to use gold in the inner corners, and then just for fun I might do gold highlight. So I have the Flower Beauty palette from as a highlighter palette. It's actually Drew Barrymore, by Drew Barrymore. It's called the Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette. Super old, but I love it. I think it's at least 6-7 years old. And show you what it looks like. This is the champagne color that I use most. The pink one I've used a bit, but the gold one is also one that I've used quite frequently. So I'm going to maybe play with the gold today. And then I'm also going to bring this one in for the gold inner corner. And I'm going to use the shade Oro, which is the yellow gold, because yellow gold and pink just look so pretty together. So I think what we'll do is the eyes first, and then we'll do the makeup after, and I'll show you how I incorporate that into an eye look. So first I'm going to spray my face with Caudalie Beauty Elixir. I won't prime my skin. I won't do my all over prime until I'm done the eye look. So first we're going to add this Sigma eyeshadow base primer in Ignite all over the lid. Okay, so it basically acts like a white eyeshadow, like a primer, so the color can show through really, really well. I'm going to take my concealer brush and just blend this out just a little bit here. I'm pretty much just tapping it because I want that primer in place to really showcase this eye look. So next I'm going to pick a brush that is going to be able to pack on the shadow quite nicely here. Let's see. I think this one, I just need to clean it. I'm just going to take my Sigma switch, clean that brush, and then I'm going to spray the brush. This actually might not be the best brush to work with, but we'll see. I'm going to go into the shade Magical and just see. I'm just going to smoosh it around a little bit because I almost feel like maybe it's more of a topper. I can't remember now. It's been a while since I used these. So keep in mind, I actually used number one, I guess I should say, these are baked shadows, so they're very prismatic. And number two, I used a lot of primer for this, so the shadow is wet. So we're going to blend it out, and I am going to go a little bit higher because once I get lashes on, it kind of like the lashes cover up the pretty color. And you'll notice I'm putting it on the entire eye. We're going to blend that gold right into the inner corner, so it'll show up, but it's going to be pink all over for the most part. It's funny because I usually use more of a purple tone. This is so pretty, and it doesn't matter if it gets a little bit everywhere because we're going to touch up the face. We're going to, it looks really weird right now, but we're going to blend that out. It's going to be gorgeous. So next I'm going to go in with my face primer. We're going to let that dry. It looks weird right now, but I promise it works out. I've done this many times. Let's use some cream. I haven't actually added cream yet today. So Extreme Cream by Innbeauty Project. You guys, I'm still working with the original one here. It's crazy because I originally bought this one, was it fall of last year? And I bought a new one in spring because I thought, oh, I'm going to need it. And I haven't switched it over yet. So it's like amazing. I feel like I need a little bit more coverage than I usually go in with, but I've really been enjoying the way my skin looks using the Laura Geller foundation. At first I was like, I don't like it, like I don't see any difference, but I do notice a difference. But I have to really prime with like a concealer first and cover up all of the flaws and blemishes. Sometimes I do it after the fact. Do my eyebrows quickly here because I'm just waiting for, actually let's do some priming because I'm not sure what I'm going to do for our foundation. So I'm going to prime using the One Size Primer. I know I said I was going to do eyes first, but they're basically done. That's what I'm going to be doing. We'll add the gold later. So I'm going to put on this primer. I'm still debating whether to use the powder foundation or something different. I think what we'll do is cover up with some concealer quick. I'm going to try to see if this is a good enough color. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I believe it's called Magic Touch Concealer in the shade 10. Okay, we're going to see if this is a good match for my skin color right now. I'm going to wipe this away because I don't think it's a good match for my under eyes. Maybe, I don't know if it's going on very well. I'm going to add it to my skin here. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I had to run down and get my work tweezers because I cannot find my makeup tweezers anywhere. I know I brought them back from Red Deer, but I can't find them. Okay, so I'm going to spread this with my fingers. I'm going to cover up as much as I can. If I have to add lighter concealer to my under eye after, I can. Oh, nice. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is just take my sponge because my fingers are kind of like taking off my primer, I think. My primer and my moisturizer. I don't know, it's kind of pilling a little bit, which is weird. So I'm just going to use the damp sponge to just kind of like fix the blemishes a bit. And then we're going to go in with the powder foundation, Laura Geller. I'm going to come back up to my forehead and finish off that, and then we'll go off camera and do eyebrows really quickly. Eyebrows are done. So I'm not sure if I want new concealer yet. I might add some concealer once I do contour. So I wonder if I should do contour first. That might be a good idea. I'm going to go into my Nars Laguna 3 Bronzing Cream. It's like my favorite right now. It's my current favorite. I've been using it all summer long. So I think I'm going to add some concealer, some lighter one, to kind of lift this up a bit. I don't bake with powder, especially this summer. I haven't been using powder at all. So let's find a good concealer. Okay, I found C14 by Jeffree Star. This is the Magic Star Concealer. This one's pretty light. I might add a little bit of this underneath the eye as well to really make this eye look pop. I like doing that. So I'm going to use a sponge for down here. So I'm going to blend that out a bit. Definitely make it look softer in just a second. And what we'll do here is go back in with the original sponge with the bronzer on it. Just go back over that line so it doesn't look so weird. Okay, then I'm going to use my little brush for my under eyes. We're going to put some of that pink here as well, so you're really going to be able to see it pop here. Okay, I know I don't like to detract from one feature, but I think I'm going to use a bright blush today. I'm going to go in with, I should use a Jeffree Star blush, but I'm going to use the Huda Beauty, and this is Intense Guava, the Huda Beauty blush filter. I love this color, but it does dry pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is get my sponge ready and just start blending right away. This matches the eye color perfectly. I'm going to keep it concentrated in the one area. Okay, then we'll do the other side. I really like how that looks. So I'm going to keep this area nice and bright. Okay, so blush is done. That's actually quite bright, but that's okay. I don't mind that. It actually looks pretty. I'm just going to blend this out with my blush a little bit so it doesn't look so weird here. And then we're going to blush, or we're going to figure out this eye look here. So I'm going to take a brush that is fluffy and clean, and we're going to blend this out up here. It blends out quite nice. Like I said, I've worked with these shadows before, and when you use setting spray and you do the same technique, it's just beautiful. It really is. I'm going to go back in with that wet brush and go back into the same color. And I think I'm going to go into some dark. I'm just going to bring this up a little bit, make the color a little bit more bright on top. And I'm going to line my eyes too, so I'm going to go off camera for that step. I'll let this dry. I'm going to line my eyes and we'll be right back. Okay, so that part is done. That was in the shade True Black. I'm going to take my brush again, the fluffy one, and blend this out. Okay, and now that the liner is on, I'm going to go ahead and put the same color with the same brush on the lower lash line too. Okay, and then I'm also going to take the same brush and I'm going to go into the shade Prismatic. That's this shade right here beside the purple. I always love, it's either that one or Vibrant. I like Vibrant too. I want to add a little bit of purple tone. I don't know why, these are some of my favorite colors to mix together. And it's just going to give it a bit of a dimension. It won't really change the color, I don't think. Just going to put this all over, and I have to be careful because I am getting a little bit of fallout here. Okay, so I'm going to take a fluffy brush, wipe away that fallout, and hopefully it wipes away nicely and I don't experience any color leftovers. Take my fluffy brush and continue blending out the entire eye area here. Okay, so this is really beautiful. I love the way this looks. Now I'm going to go in with my gold palette, and we're going to put on Oro, and I'm also going to wet my brush for this. Okay, so it looks like that, and we're just going to tap it on the inner corner portion here. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back in with that original brush with the pink on it. And I'm just going to make sure that it stays pink and doesn't extend too far in. I just want a tad of gold touch there. Just kind of blending back over that so it gives the lightness and the brightness and the gold factor, but not too much. So then I'm going to, normally I go ahead and spray first and then highlight after, but this highlight is pretty potent. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight with a gold highlighter. A little bit on the nose, bridge of the nose, cheekbones. Right on the Cupid's bow here. I do plan on lining my lips with a kind of like a brown tone lip liner and then doing some nude lips. Okay, and then I think I'll do the lipstick first. I'm going to put on a liquid velour lipstick. I think I'll do matte lips today. So I just put this on the center of my lip. It's the latest nude shade I've got. It's Jeffree Star I'm Nude. Just smush my lips together a bit. And then I need to find a good lip liner. So the one I have that's my current favorite, it's actually in my bag right now. So what I'm going to do, I think this is the shade. It's called Love Bite by Morphe. It's also a really good one to line your lips in. It's like a nice brown tone. Okay, I might put some gloss on the center of the lip, but that's about it. But I really like how that looks so far. And I think for gloss, I do have this one by Jeffree Star as well. Okay, and then I'm going to go off camera and do eyeliner. Of course, I use my Too Faced Better Than Sex, lashes, mascara, lashes, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, so that is it for this makeup look. The lashes went on perfectly. I used white glue. By the time it dries, you can tell that it is like ready to go. I think this looks fantastic, and it's just the way I want it to be. The cheeks can be a bit pinker, but I don't want to be too pink because I want the eyes to be the focus. That's why the nude lips. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. If you're new, please subscribe, click on the bell button, and I will see you guys next time. Happy date night. Stay safe. Bye.